Dar 9. 25. The Persian Empire principal locations Pasargadae. An early Persian capital Shushan. Former Elamite capital that became administrative center of the Medo-Persian Empire Persepolis. A royal city built by Emperors Darius I, Xerxes I, and Artaxerxes Longimanus Ecbatana. Summer capital of the empire. It has been the capital of Media Babylon. A royal city of the empire. Because of the torrid summer weather, the city seldom served as more than a winter capital Gorgamila. Site of the defeat of Persia's vast army under Darius III by Alexander the Great in 331 BCE, thus marking the end of the empire. 327 BLAC SEA MCEDO Annihilai Diagray at SERASSYI Gorgamila TGRISRIVERE Upar TESRIVER Babylon SYI Damascus Jerusalem Diak Batana PRTHI Elam Shushan Pasarkade PRSI Persepolis PRZN GULF India and DUS Rivier in Dia NOCEA in Egypt Memphis Thebes in Isla River at Sea Ethiopia. Relief work showing Medes with round hats and Persians with fluted hats. Modern Hamadan in Iran, the site of ancient Ecbatana. Here Cyrus the Great had a palace. His policy of religious toleration greatly benefited the Jews. The Cyrus cylinder, a 9-inch long 23 centimeters clay document that records Cyrus' capture of Babylon and the liberation of Excel's cylinder seal of Darius I and its impression, showing him on a lion hunt and his god Aramazda in the sky above. Darius upheld the Jews in their temple rebuilding work in Jerusalem. Ruins from ancient Persepolis. Here Darius I, Xerxes I, and Artaxerxes Longimanus built palaces. Excavations of ancient town area in Shushan. Decorations typical of those that adorned the palace audience hall at Shushan. Mordecai and Esther before King Ahasuerus. Evidently Xerxes I. In 607 BCE the once prosperous land of Judah was made a desolate waste, without an inhabitant, as Jewish captives were led away to exile in Babylon and a remnant fled to Egypt. 9. 11. The God of loving kindness, though, would not leave his people in exile forever. He foretold that they would have to serve the king of Babylon 70 years, after which he would deliver a faithful remnant. 25. 11, 12. 29. 10-14 and not even the seemingly impregnable world power of Babylon could thwart God's stated purpose. The return of the Jewish exiles demonstrates the unerring accuracy with which Jehovah's prophecies are fulfilled. Even before the end of the 70 years of exile, Babylon fell, in 539 BCE to the invading armies of Persian King Cyrus. Then, during his first year as ruler of Babylon, Cyrus issued a decree opening the way for the Jewish exiles to return to Jerusalem. As 1-4 a remnant that numbered 42-360 including men, women, and children made the journey, arriving in Judah in 537 BCE as 5, 3, 4. Thus the 70 years desolation ended exactly on time. Not all the exiles returned at that time, however. In 468 BCE another group of returnees accompanied the priest Ezra, who brought to Jerusalem gifts for the temple. Ez 7. 8. 32. Then in 455 BCE Nehemiah traveled from Shushan to rebuild Jerusalem's walls. Ne 2. 5, 6, 11. As to the exact route followed by the returnees, the scriptures are silent. Some reasonable possibilities are shown on the map. Exiles returned from Babylon. Cyrus cylinder, which states the policy of Cyrus to return captives to their homelands and to aid in restoration of their temples. 332 possible routes of returning exiles. Roadways Persian Gulf Shushan Babylon TIGRISRIVERTESRIVER Tadmor Damascus Jerusalem Temagiriatse. Amazing events in Greek history have fulfilled Bible prophecy. Greece seemed an unlikely candidate for world power, as its people were divided into independent tribes and city-states. But Bible prophecy recorded in the 6th century BCE pointed to a dramatic change. Symbolizing Greece first as a leopard with wings and then as a he-goat with a conspicuous horn, it foretold in an unmistakable way that Greece would trample down the Medo-Persian world power. It also disclosed that the power of a conspicuous horn would be broken and that 4 others would come up instead of it. Dar 7. 6. 8. 5-8, 20-22. 11. 3, 4. Alexander the Great proved to be that conspicuous horn. Beginning in 334 BCE, he led a small, but well-disciplined Greek army to one victory after another. With lightning speed he conquered Asia Minor, Syria, Palestine, Egypt, and the entire Indo-Persian Empire as far as India. But in just a few years Alexander was dead, and in a relatively short time his empire was split 4 ways, among 4 of his generals. The Grecian Empire was short-lived, but its effects were long-lasting. Before his death, Alexander had introduced Greek culture and the Greek language into all parts of his domain. Common Greek became the lingua franca of many nationalities, and this later contributed to the rapid spread of Christianity throughout the Mediterranean area. Grecian Empire Athens, with the site of the ancient Agora in the foreground and the Acropolis in the background on the right. Even after Greece ceased to be a world power, Athens remained an international cultural center. 333. In 323 BCE, at 32 years of age, Alexander was